Hello everyone to another Catan video. So I am in the third position and seems like there is very little ore on this board. Also not a lot of wheat. So it will be difficult to play a very strong ore wheat sheep game. That said, I believe going for something like 6 9 10 or 8 5 10 is decently strong. Even 6 5 10 is strong. There isn't a lot of brick either apart from on the 6 tile. So grabbing one of the 6 5 10 or the 9 5 10 spot seems to be a very good starting pick. And red does go for the 6 9 10, which makes complete sense here. Purple goes for 8 5 10, grabbing the best wood and the best ore on this board. I, on the other hand, seem to have a very difficult choice here. I can go for something like 8 4 3 or 6 4 3. Amongst these two, I think 6 4 3 isn't a bad pick, especially because of the proximity to the sheep port and also to the proximity to the 3:1 port. 9 5 10 is also an option. I can point to the left and go towards the wood port, but there is a lot of sheep on this board, and I believe going for the sheep port is much more valuable than going for the wood port. So because of that, I will go for 8 4 3 here. Green here can have a decent setup with going for something like 8 4 3 9 10 3, or maybe even 9 5 10, and 8 4 3 wouldn't be a bad choice. I believe when it comes back to me, I will have the option of going for, okay, I was going to say 6 5 11, but green goes for 6 5 11. I don't mind that at all. Green might now go for 9 5 10, and that would, yeah, green does go for 9 5 10, and that leaves 8 4 3 as an option for me. The other option is 8 10 3, but I like 8 4 3 a little more because that gives me some wheat production, which I don't have any of at this point. Although 3 and 4 are repeating when it comes to numbers, so that is not something that I like too much. The other option would be going for 9 3 11 and trying to play a Orvit sheep game, which wouldn't be the worst choice, I would say. But I am a little dependent on threes rolling, and I also give purple the option of going for 8 3 4 8 5 8 3 10, which is a very strong setup. So based on that logic, I will go for 8 4 3 myself and point to the right, possibly build on the 8 3 1 port. Purple can now go for 9 4 11 and will have all 5 resources and pretty strong production as well. Purple can also go for 9 4 2, point to the right. Yeah, purple does go for 9 4 2. Should be pointing to the right and building on the wood port. And red will go for maybe 9 3 11. So yeah, everybody here seems to have a decently strong setup. Mm, I believe I have one of the weakest setup here because green has a strong uh, wood brick, wheat and sheep setup. Red has a very strong ore wheat and road building setup. Purple has all five resources. So based on that logic, I think I need to get a little lucky early on in the game so that I can progress quickly. I might just hold on to these cards and try building a quick city first. I don't think I will be stolen from, but there's a decent chance that the four brick gets blocked, so I wouldn't want that. And I get a road building, so that is a very good card for me. I would surely say that. With this road building, I can actually try building a settlement on the 8-3 spot. A 4 would be a pretty strong roll for me, I would say. Maybe that trade was a mistake. I shouldn't have counter offered so quickly. Yeah, luckily purple doesn't accept it. And now I am not going to accept that trade. I wouldn't want to give purple a ore this early on in the game. At 10 rolls, not much that I can do, so I'll just hold on to the cards I have in hand and end my turn. I would like if threes and fours are the most prominent number in this game. I wouldn't mind offering a ore for a wheat and a wood. I don't produce any wood, so that would be a decently strong trade for me. Green ends their turn on on 8 cards, and red immediately rolls a 7. So that's a little unfortunate for green. Has to give away 4 cards here. Wow, and red is able to get an early city. So red is in a very, very strong position now. And purple is also able to get their settlement on the wood port. So both red and purple are in a pretty strong position at this point. So yeah, I am still waiting for a 4 to roll. Purple here is a little lucky. A couple of twos have rolled, and each two gives 2 brick to purple. Purple here does target red, which is completely fine. A 6 does roll, but I don't think there is much that I can do at this point. So I might just have to end the turn with 6 cards in hand. A 4 rolls, that's an excellent roll for me. Gives me a wheat and a brick. Hopefully, no sevens are rolled now, because if a 7 rolls, I will have to give away 4 cards. Another 4 rolls, that's very, very strong, I would say. Purple here offering a 2:1, but asking for 2 cards in return for 1 break. I don't think anybody is going to accept that trade. I wouldn't mind if a 9 rolls at this point. I will offer a sheep for wood trade. A 9 does roll. So hopefully I can get a sheep for wood trade here. Yeah, red does accept it, which is very good for me. Let me see if I can get a sheep for wheat trade as well. If this trade goes through, I will be able to get a settlement and a city, which will be very, very strong for me. Yeah, I will accept this trade with green. So I am able to cut off purple here and also get my city this turn. That puts me in a very strong position, and purple might now try start blocking me. This also helps me produce some wood, which I did not have production of before. So now even I have all 5 resources. A 3 rolls, that gives me 4 ore. So a 3 is a very, very strong roll for me. I would love if a 8 rolls on my turn. I'll be able to build a road and get couple of dev cards. Instead, an 11 rolls. Let's see if I can get a wood for an ore. How about a sheep? But I don't need a sheep. So at this point, I think I'll just go for a second city and end my turn. So now whenever a 3 rolls, I will be able to get 5 ores. That just seems a little outrageous, but that's how it is. So these early 3s and 4s have been pretty good for me. I've been able to I have been able to get couple of cities pretty quickly. Also, the dev card was very strong. Road building helped me get a settlement on the 8-3 tile. Wow, that red played a monopoly. I don't think that was the right choice. Does get two dev cards, but was able to steal only five. Oh, sorry, only three sheeps. So pretty weak monopoly there. So purple might want to cut me off on the sheep port right now, but I don't mind building a road there and ending my turn with the cards I have in hand. If a four rolls, I will be able to get my settlement. A three rolls that gives me five ores. I can just do a 3-1 and get my settlement on the sheep port. Another three rolls, that is really good for me. Nine rolls. Let me see if I can get a trade for an ore. That seems to be a very good trade for me. Getting a 3-3 with green, I don't mind that at all. And I might actually be able to cut off purple again. So purple will be very, very furious with me if that does happen. And I don't mind doing that though. So now I cut off purple on the 6-2 tile as well. Green should be blocking the 6 wheat here. For sure, that is the best tile for me. Wow, green is still targeting purple. That is completely unexpected here. Red blocks the 8 wood. That wasn't the best tile. I think the blocking me on the 6 sheep is the best thing that people can do right now. Luckily, red does roll a 7 and is still able to block me on the 6 sheep. And purple rolls a 7 as well, so will be able to block me on the 4 beat or on the 8 sheep. I roll a 9, that doesn't help me at all. So I'll just end my turn here. So if a 3 and a 4 roll, I'll be able to get another city. I just need two cities and I should be able to get the longest road as well. So far, 6 has rolled only once this entire game. As I say it, 6 rolls for the second time. Red gets the largest army now, but that is not a fight that I am fighting. I don't have even a single knight played. So I would want to get the longest road and a couple of cities. I think that's my win condition at this point. Unfortunately, these sevens are rolling now, so purple will block me again on the 8 sheep and steal a sheep away from me. I do roll a 7 myself, and at this point I will be stealing from red. I get an ore, which is fine. Green rolls a 7. Should be blocking the 6 sheep or the 8 wheat. Maybe 10 ore isn't a bad choice either because, yeah, green does steal from me, but I believe red is also in a strong position right now. Red could be on 8 points themselves. I will be able to get a dev card and I get a year of plenty, so that is again a strong dev card for me. And I will be able to build a road at this point. 4 rolls, that's a pretty strong roll for me. Gives me two wheats and 2 bricks. Wow, couple of 6 here is really good. So on my turn, I will be able to get the largest road and a settlement. Unfortunately, I do roll a 7, so I have to give away quite a few of my sheeps. So I do get the largest road, oh sorry, longest road here, and I also get a settlement. I can actually use both my cards. I can build another road and build a longer road here. But on the other hand, my other option is just build a single road over here and have a settlement spot open for me. I don't think purple will be able to get the longest road immediately. So that is surely an option and I would actually go for that. I should actually just secure the longest road, build another road. I think that's not a bad choice here. So a 3 and a 4 will give me a victory. A 6 rolls, which is also completely fine. If I am able to pull a dev card, which is a victory point, I'll be able to win. I am already on 9 points. For 3 rolls, I will be able to get a single dev card. If for 4 rolls, again I'll be able to get only a single dev card. So yeah, a little lacking here. I am not sure if I'll be able to win this game immediately. A 4 does roll. Yeah, if I had built a road here, I would have been able to get the victory at this point. So building a road here was a bad choice, I would say. At this point, anyway, I will go for a dev card and hopefully if it's a victory point, I'll be able to win the game. I do get a knight, not what I was looking for, so I'll just end my turn. Purple has to build two roads this turn to take the longest road away from me. And I, on the other hand, can build only two extra roads. So my road building capacity is limited to some extent. So I would want to end this game as soon as possible because the longer this game goes, purple will be getting the longest road and I will be stuck. Seems like at this point, red might be able to win the game if they are able to get a victory point because they also seem to be on 9 points right now. Purple here will surely be blocking me. Okay, purple blocks red, which is good. I do roll an 8. That is very, very good for me. I will be able to win the game now. So that's just GG. So with that win, I am able to go over 1300 elo. That's also pretty good for me. Yeah, as expected, red did have two victory points. So red was on 9 points there. The game, there were quite a few sevens that rolled, but overall, I believe threes and fours helped me quite a bit. The distribution of the die this game was pretty even, I would say. Um, yeah, I was able to get a very strong trade with green. I got a wood and two wheat for three ores, and the early threes helped me get quick cities. So that also did help me quite a bit. The first dev card road building was very, very strong. Getting on the 8 tile, on the 8-3 tile for the 3:1 port and cutting off purple was a very, very strong move. Purple's game kind of went downhill from there. I was also able to cut off purple on the 6-2 tile. So that surely was uh, like purple, although they had a very the one of the strongest setups, I believe, to begin with, but me getting a road building and being able to cut them off a couple of times was their downfall. Red, on the other hand, did get an early city, but the lack of tens this game actually slowed them down quite a bit. Also, they were targeted, but they did have a strong setup. Green targeted red a few times, and so did purple, where I think if they would have targeted me, red would have won the game. So, yeah, a pretty good game for me there. And let's see where I go on the elo board. I believe I should be in around the 500 mark right now when it comes to ranking. Okay, not 500. I am at 628, but now my elo score is above 1300, so that is pretty good for me. And hopefully, I'll continue the rise upwards. So, bye for now, and see you again in the next video.